everyone, I'm back to show you the progress that I've been making on my Week in the Life album. I was hoping to have another walkthrough video up earlier since my Monday one, but it was a busy week and I didn't have a lot of time, and I've been kind of working on this in small kind of pockets of time that I can find, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. But with yesterday being National Scrapbooking Day, I reserved all of Saturday to work on my album, and I made quite a bit of progress. So I'm going to show you what I worked on. So I already showed you Monday, so we'll dive into Tuesday. For me, repetition is what I'm going for, kind of just repeating some of the similar patterns throughout each of the days of the week and just getting it done. So what I mentioned in Monday, I am really focusing on the times. So the time that I snapped the photo, and I saw that Allie's going to be doing this too when she embellishes her album. So using these banners that we got to put on the photos and stamp the times there, and then using the Tuesday here, and of course I just stitched that on, and I'll do that throughout the album, but always starting with the 4x6 page protector with the two 4x6 pockets. And then I've been adding in a lot of inserts. I think every day has an insert, so I'm using kind of a similar format, so just putting those in where I need them. These page protectors didn't come in this year's album. I want to say this was from last year's or maybe even the year before, but it's a really fun size to just add in some extra stuff that I have. So I've been using a lot of these tabs. In fact, I'm gonna have to pick up some more because I've been using a lot of them. So these are the index tabs. I've been using those for all of the inserts. Allie uses these as well. And then for each of the tabs, I just kind of stamp on something that kind of corresponds with that journaling or that photo using the stamp set, which I really like how that turned out. Always using one of these 3x4 cards to kind of summarize what I'm doing in the morning, afternoon, and evening. I did that for each day. Sometimes I have a lot, sometimes I have a sentence, so adding in the phrase stickers or stamps. So not as many photos for Tuesday as I did for Monday, but just making it work. And I am pulling in some elements from other kits, the bonded story kit. I pulled in a journaling card from there. So here's a look at Wednesday. I love this card, the See the Good card. This came from the Lynn story kit, and it is one of my favorites. It was kind of hard to use this because I don't know about all of you, but I like to hoard some of those things that I really like, but I really wanted to use that in this spread. Another insert talking about my morning routine. I love also doing embellishments in the pockets where there's see-through elements. So this heart came from the Bond story kit. I just think it looks really neat. Actually, the Bond story kit was one of my favorites, so using a lot of embellishments from there. And then I had 2 extra 4x6 photos, so much like I did in Monday's spread, just adhered those back to back, punched 2 holes in it, and just put it in like that, and I think it looks really neat. And just a few embellishments. I mean, I really tried to focus on stuff I got in the kit, but pulling in other elements as well to be able to add those embellishments. Here's Thursday. Again, I love putting in conversations that I have with Mark or with others or text messages. That's what I look back at and really like to read. 2 inserts on Thursday. Actually, Thursday was kind of a busy day. I had lots of pictures, and of course we had to get the unicorn frappuccino, so I put that in there. Friday, I got some bad news. And so this was a little bit of a hard day for me. And so I wanted to include some journaling, some hidden journaling. So I used a flip pocket here. These have been like one of my favorite things to use this year. For Project Life this year, I'm doing a 9x12 album, which is a good size for me, but some weeks I have extra photos, extra journaling that I want to include. And so I've been using these flip pockets a lot. So the ones I have are these Project Life 3x4 pockets, fuse pockets. So I use my fuse to adhere it at the top, and then you have all of these kind of extra spaces for journaling or, you know, added things that you want to put in your album, which I really like. So I include one of these in my Week in the Life album, but like I said, for Project Life, I'm using these all the time, and then used one of the chipboard pieces on top. That's another reason I really like this project, like especially Project Life, but also Week in the Life. I mean, you know, I think sometimes when we're just doing traditional scrapbooking, we're not going to make a layout about something that was challenging or hard. I mean, maybe we would, but I find myself more inclined to put them in these albums, and it's just telling, you know, more authentic stories. It's not great all of the time. I mean, we do have hard days, and so I like that Project Life and Week in the Life allows me to include those moments because those are real. More quotes, what I'm currently reading, insert. I love these embellishments that came in the kit. These are so cool. I didn't use them every day, so I still have some leftovers, but I will definitely incorporate those into layouts or probably Project Life, but those are really fun. I like the look of those. So Saturday, again, you can tell, like, I'm just repeating the same pattern, but I like that. That's something that I continuously go back to in my albums. I am including on some photos, I think you saw this on Friday, just some journaling around the corners. Just a few sentences. It's kind of a fun way to add that, but still repeating the gray word phrases and the times. Lots of inserts. I love these rubber pieces. These were so fun. I used all of them except for this pink time one, but I'll find a way to incorporate that probably. I always try to include like what I'm listening to. Nowadays, it's a lot of podcasts, so even just taking screenshots of what I'm listening to or what parts of the podcast really spoke to me and including those quotes in the album. This was really fun. I put this on my Instagram, but this was a card that came from the Numbers story kit. And as soon as I saw this back in January, I thought, I'm going to save this for Week in the Life because this would be really cool. So for Saturday, for Week in the Life, I just kind of kept a tally mark of things, you know, the photos taken, number of text messages, and included that. And that was really fun to save that. So I'm actually, one of my goals has been trying to use my story kits more. So this was a really great opportunity to do that. And Sunday. This is my favorite picture from my Week in the Life. This is Clementine at 8 o'clock in the morning, really wanting breakfast. Usually she eats breakfast earlier than that, so as you can tell, she was very hungry. Again, more journaling around the side of the photo. I could tell by Sunday I was really kind of ready to wrap up the project. I don't have as many photos, and you can tell my journaling gets a little more sparse, but that's okay. Hey, I'm getting it done. Still have to add in some journaling here. Have this photo here. I haven't figured out if I want to do like an end page or not. I'm not sure. So I pretty much used all of the page protectors except for the 6x8 ones. I will include one of these in the title page, but I will save these and use these for something else in the future. I also didn't use one of these grid pages as well, and I'll find a way to incorporate that somewhere at some point into one of my projects, but I pretty much used all of those page protectors. I still have to work on the title page. I think I mentioned in my previous video, this just is something for me where I come back to later. So again, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do. I've been throwing in pieces that I think might go in here, but I'm not really sure. I'm going to work on this this week. And then I still need to order my 6x8 photo So, really, as I look back over, the things that I used for this project, I pretty much used everything. I mean, I have a few more of these phrase stickers or phrase strips that I will use in Project Life, but I used pretty much all of these. The numbers I'll probably use in a future Project Life spread or a layout. I probably will do 2017 here. The only thing that I couldn't figure out how to incorporate were these large chipboard letters. I don't know, I just couldn't find a space for them. And the fact that we only had one letter, I couldn't really do days of the week. And I thought about doing M&M for Mark and Morgan, but there's only one M. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. I could maybe use something for the title page, but I'm not sure yet. I'll probably just use these, in future layouts. But anyways, that's a look at my album so far. I hope things are progressing nicely for you, and I'm going to start working on my title page. Have a great day.